The night of the blood moon is not a night at all, but an endless devouring. Beneath its crimson light, shadows lengthen into spines, trees bend inward as if bowing to something unseen, and the air itself trembles like a string pulled taut. It is then that Thresh appears, his lantern gleaming like an eye that refuses to close. They call him the Keeper, the Warden, the Priest of Chains, but none of those words capture the truth. He is the hunger of the ritual itself, wearing a mask of flesh and iron. He arrives when the first drums begin, when the villagers seal their doors, when the forests fill with whispers. From the mist he comes, his form stretched and broken, a silhouette wrong against the moon. The mask he wears is not carved but grown, bone reshaped into ritual sigils that bleed with faint red glow. His chains scrape across the ground, not dragging but searching, like serpents eager to taste. And then the transformation. The lantern hums with breath not his own. Within it, faces bloom like flowers pressed against glass, eyes wide, lips mouthing prayers no god will hear. Every soul it swallows feeds him, reshaping his form. His spine twists taller, his limbs lengthen into grotesque elegance, and the glow of his body burns deeper, as if every scream trapped within adds another wick to his fire. He is not armored. He is lit by suffering. The echo of war resounds in his passing. Where he treads, temples collapse into powder, bells toll without ropes, and rivers turn the color of fresh blood. The blood moon cults say he is their prophet, that he baptizes them in the red glow. But those who witness him know otherwise. He is not priest but parasite, the ritual feeding him as much as he feeds it. His laughter rings not from his mouth but from the chains themselves, each link carrying a different scream. The liminal witnesses are many. Survivors speak of silhouettes chained to him, dragged behind like shadows that cannot break free. They shuffle and twist, some in silent prayer, others in frozen agony, their masks broken and bleeding. To look too closely at them is to see faces you once knew, brothers, lovers, strangers, all caught in the same endless procession. The cultists kneel, whispering his name as they blindfold themselves, for to see him is to see your own end reflected back at you. The rupture comes when his lantern opens. Not outward but inward. The world folds into its hunger, pulling trees, sky, even fire into the maw of light. Reality bends, the moon splits into mirrored halves, and for a moment the night itself is gone, replaced by red static that devours thought. The chains move without him, snaring anything that breathes, dragging it screaming into the light. There is no escape. To resist is to be bound faster. To surrender is to vanish without pain. And then the revelation, though no one who lives could call it that. When the lantern dims, the village is gone. Fields turn to ash, temples become hollow ribcages of stone, and silence is absolute. Only the lantern remains, swinging gently, filled with new faces pressing against the glass. Thresh walks away, his mask brighter, his laugh echoing across mountains that will never forget. No prayer can bind him, no ritual can satisfy him. He is the blood moon's hunger-given form, the chain that links the living to the void. His lantern will never be full, for it is not a vessel, it is a wound. And wounds do not heal. They only spread.